Howdy, this week's lab includes a limit switch control hydraulic setup. We got things turned on here and we'll try to push the button, the normally open button, and we should see some things happen. There we go. Try it again. And you notice the result of what happens here is we have some automation. Our hydraulic cylinder goes out, hits a limit switch, and returns. Everything automated except pushing the button. We'll get used to this circuit. We have another illustration over here with pneumatics, and perhaps we can anticipate how this one is going to behave. I think everything is turned on. In this case, instead of a limit switch, we have a magnetic proximity switch, which does about the same thing, but we'll give the button a push here. Oops, try to push it once. You gotta be quick. Okay, and what's happening here, as the cylinder extends, the back end of the rod comes in near contact with the proximity switch here, triggering the proximity switch to behave just like the limit switch in the hydraulic setup. Do we notice a big difference between the hydraulics and pneumatics when we operate this one? Oops, I gotta just get off that switch right away. Hit it one time, very quick. And with the hydraulic one here, we'll give this one more punch here, and then we'll take a look at the diagram. So this guy is smooth and slow but very powerful. We'll turn a few things off here. How are we going to go about doing this? Well, if we look at the diagram, spin around the room here, we've got hydraulics and pneumatics set up, and the key to this, in my opinion, the hydraulic setup is fairly simple. There's a two-position solenoid actuated valve right here and the limit switch, and we'll take a look at those. This is the two-position valve, and here's the limit switch right here. The cylinder is going to go out, hit the limit switch, and this will change things electrically. Then the cylinder will retract. If we look again at this circuit, this is perhaps the most difficult part of the lab. We have a power supply, and this is a direct current system, DC or direct current system. Polarity is important. And the way I would suggest doing this would be to start at the power supply. There's two contacts up here, and then work our way around a loop. Go around a loop like this, all the way back to the negative on the power supply. Start right here, come out here, start up here again, and go all the way through these items and back to the negative on the power supply. It's pretty easy to get mixed up, especially if you try to do a bunch of wires at once, and I would suggest not trying to be especially efficient in the use of wires. But again, start with the polarity counts, positive side of the power supply. We need to hit the positive side of the relay coil, and we need to hit the positive side of the solenoid. So we are going positive to the positive side. The negative side is connected to the negative side on the power supply for those two components. A tricky one is this one right here. You notice we need to use a set of normally open contacts on the relay. We need to connect one side. You can go right to the left side of the start button. The other side, you can go to the right side of the normally open start button if you would like. So I think we've covered the basics here. There's a sequence bar chart to do and a sequence of events to do, and hopefully have some fun.